Welcome to Channeling the Band with Willow Seibert. I am Willow Seibert, and this session is called In Sickness and in Health, This Old House. It was recorded on July 31st, 2019. The band, a frequency of knowledge, a band of energy, channels through me and offers you messages of hope, wisdom, inspiration, and yes, sometimes humor. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this session of Channeling the Band. Good evening. And as we always say when we say good evening, we expect for you out there who are watching, who are listening, to say in your own room and in your own place, good evening. That will always be our greeting every time that we are together, for it is a greeting of balance. It is a greeting that says we are asking and we are giving and providing you that good evening, the balance, that moment between night and day, that moment between light and dark, where all exists and nothing exists. It is the evening. So when you are living in the evening, you are in the balance. And as the day goes by and whatever you are doing, you feel yourself out of balance, you say to yourself, good evening. You are more than welcome to share our welcome because it is for you to take in. We are the band, yes, and we have been with the Willow for a very long time. And as such, we feel as if we are partners and that she is part of us and that we are part of her. We are the band, such that it is, we are a band of knowledge, a frequency of information. Yes, we are thinkers. And we are some of the personalities such as Albert Einstein, Benjamin Franklin, Jefferson, Marie Curie, Samuel Hahnemann, so many others. But we speak in one voice because as we speak in one voice, you have the totality of knowledge. You have all the information. And as we believe and as we know that we have lived more than one life, and because you have lived more than one life, would it be right that you were only accessing the knowledge of one of the lifetimes? But no, we wish for you to access the knowledges of all the lifetimes and of all of our lifetimes as well. So as we speak in one voice. But yes, you are getting the information that is coming from all of them. And we say to you, it is good that you are here, and it is important that you are here and that you are hearing the message at this time. For there is much going on in the world, yes. And though we could speak about that in this evening, we shall not, because what we wish to speak about is health. We wish to speak about healing. And so we were chatting with our dear Willow this afternoon, and we gave her a title and she liked it. And the title of this, and listen carefully, it's called This Old House. In sickness and in health, to death do us part. And you might say, what the heck is that? It sounds more like a something from a wedding. But in some ways, it is a wedding. It is a contract. It is what you came into this life to experience. So let us give you this sort of story, this metaphor, this parable, if you will. Think about it, that you are this beautiful entity, perfectly whole, perfectly aligned, body, not necessarily, mind and spirit. And you walk up and you approach this brand new house, and this house is beautiful, and you walk inside of it and it has all the right things. The paint colors are perfect, the curtains are just exactly what you like, all the appliances are there, the room is there, and you feel that this is a wonderful house that you can grow in. And so you are in this house and you grow in this house. And as the house gets older and older, things start to happen with the house. Perhaps the windows start to leak or start to rattle and the wind gets to blow through them. The roof needs to be repaired and some of the tiles come off of it. Perhaps then there's a fire in the kitchen and you try your best to repair it. Or perhaps as the house gets older and older, you might have termites in the house that make walking on the floors very difficult because you don't know if you're going to fall through them. And the house continues to get old and the curtains become drab and they become sort of tattered and torn. But you love this house. This is your house. This is where you grew in this house. And so you do the best that you can to take care of this house. And yes, and the tiles are peeling from the floor and perhaps the carpet is starting to pull back and you find that it is more than you can take care of. But you love this old house and you want to keep this old house. And the windows become darkened because they become so dirty so that you can hardly see out of it. But you do your best to take care of this house. And yet it is almost more than you can because you are this being that is living in this house. And the house seems to be falling apart around you. And soon you hear a knock at the door and you open the door and there is someone that's standing there and saying, your house is very tattered. Your house is very old. It is probably time for you to think about letting go of the house. And you close the door quickly and you say, no, this is my house. I love my house. It has my memories in it. It has all of the things that I've done, the things that I've shared with others. They are in this house. But where are they really? They are inside of you. Those memories, those thoughts, those feelings, they are all inside you, the entity that lives within the house. And a few days later, the knock on the door comes again and you open it and the person standing there says, this house is about to be condemned. You will have to leave. And you slam the door and you say, I cannot leave this house, for this house is my life. This house is my love. This is where I grew. But you feel inside of you that you have these feelings, that you have all the memories. And even though you can walk around to the rooms that haven't fallen apart and you can look at these rooms, you say, but they're all inside of me. And then perhaps you go to the window and you wipe some dirt away from the glass so that you can look out. And you look out and what you see are all of these wonderful beings laughing and experiencing. And you recognize some of them. Yes, there is your grandmother. Yes, there is your brother. Yes, there is the love of your life. Yes, there are children. They are all out there, laughing and enjoying. And they look at you through that dirty window and they say, come on, join us. And you look on the hills behind them and you see all these beautiful new homes. But no, I can't leave this house. I can't leave this. I love this house. And then one day, the knock on the door comes. And you open the door and they say, the house is condemned. The house needs to come down. But you see behind this person all of your friends, all of your family, all the people that you have known and saying, come on, come join us. It's only a house. You have everything that you did in the house right there inside of you, and that never goes away. You will continue. There are other houses out there, but come now and be with us. And so you turn around and you look at the house one last time and you say, I will always love you. And I will carry that love inside of me. But I am going to go now. And you step over the threshold of the door to the outside. And there you are, laughing, playing, experiencing. And you turn around and the house is no longer there. And you have all the memories, all of the feelings, all of the thoughts inside of you. But you don't have a decrepit house anymore. And so you move forward. And that is how life continues. So we share that with you because the Willow and the Marcy and those of you listening in the audience are all knowing people that are going through difficult times with their health. And as their house starts to become older and starts to have far more things that are going wrong, it is important for each of you to remember and to, in whatever way, impart this knowledge to others. It is a house. It is that entity, your soul, that lives forever, that continues on with the memories and the feelings and the thoughts of the house. But it is only a house. And as you continue to get older, and as your house gets older, it is only a house. And you will make peace with that, because you will continue to be fed the information of all that ever was and all that ever will be, and that right outside of the door, life continues. It does not end just because the house has to be condemned. It continues because you continue, for now and forever. So the contract in sickness and in health says your spirit, that being that resided in that house, will be with that house in sickness and in health from the very beginning of its brand newness to the very end, when the house no longer can support life. It is always that you have that ability. You have that knowing within you. You see, it is truly not that you are this human having a spiritual experience, but the opposite way. You are always spirit. You are always part of the all-knowing. And as you are part of the all-knowing, then you can reside in this house, in this body, and know that, yes, you may have some disabilities. You may have things that happen from age. You may have broken bones or feet that no longer carry you, or things that happen, diseases that start to take away some of your ability to breathe or to function properly. But that is only the temporary part. The spirit, you live forever. And so in sickness and in health, you created a contract. Just like a marriage, you said, I am marrying into this house till death do us part, and then I shall continue on. For that is the way of the house. That is the way of life. That is the way of spirit. So we hope that that message sort of allows you to think differently, or perhaps be open to a different way of viewing life. But your body, although yes, there has been phrases that said your body is your temple, but what is a temple other than a building, other than some place to go into, to worship, to love? Yes, your body is that. And so whether in your house you decide to paint all the time, whether in your house you keep updating your furniture and getting new curtains, whether you expand your house and get new appliances, but just remember, as the house continues to get older, the electrical work is old, the plumbing is old, so things get clogged up, and you can do the best you can, but it is only a house, and you are a forever being.